Fletch, Vaughan and Megan.
Hi, we're Fletch and Vaughan.
No, don't introduce me.
He
just
doesn't
introduce yourself.
He doesn't like it when I introduce
Not
him.
off.
Okay,
Not for
I'll do
non-broadcast
myself.
purposes. Yeah, you do
Hello,
yourself.
I'm Fletch
And I am Vaughan.
from the ZM morning radio show. 4:30, tired.
Asleep.
Vaughan snoozes about 3 times.
Oh yeah, I'm just about to hit the snooze button.
My alarm goes off and I'm straight up. I'm in the shower. I've already got my clothes and bag ready to go. I'm out the door.
At
About, I'd say, anywhere between 10 to 5 to 5.
still sleeping.
Snooze
button's now been hit twice.
He's not lying.
Perhaps 3 times.
Yeah. You'll get to work. I'll get to work just after 5 because I live just down the road. Vaughan will get here anytime between 25 past and 25 to.
And then at about 5, I'll be like, shit! Grab a pre-prepared breakfast and I'm straight out the door. Usually arriving at about 5:25 to 5:35. So then it's 5:30.
Well, I'm here and I'm like, oh, Vaughan's finally here.
Yeah.
I've already had my breakfast. And so we use that time before the show starts at 6 to run through any news that's kind of come through overnight. And we'll look at the new news that's coming overnight, anything topical, and we'll change out stuff that we've already planned for our show, which we do after our show finishes that day.
And then 6 o'clock it starts.
Bang, get on with the show.
Yeah, do the show. Show finishes at 10.
Yep.
We have a little meeting about what we're going to do the next day. Any sort of overarching storylines that have been going on. What we can do for that tomorrow, and then just start filling some gaps for tomorrow's show.
We might film video content or record some interviews for the next day or week. And then after that, pretty much it's home time, isn't it? And then later that night or afternoon,
We'll reconvene.
we'll just kind of on the email, we'll just be group chatting and sending through any stories, filling some gaps, that kind of thing. But always on when you leave the radio station.
Always thinking about
Always thinking, well, could that be a good thing for on air? When you come in the morning and you've only got 45 minutes to an hour or 20 minutes in Vaughan's case, you can't prepare an entire show.
No.
It's got to be all ready to go. So every break, you know what you're talking about before you start the show. Yeah, and it's there's a lot of pressures behind the scenes. You know, you've got to be producing good content. You know, if your web stats are shit and people aren't watching your videos or you're not doing enough, you've got to do more.
Yeah, and ratings is still like the king, and that happens pretty much non-stop this year.
Yeah,
so
so
if
it's
your
like-
ratings aren't performing, there's a fair bit of pressure to get those turned
Yeah,
around.
you're getting kicks up the ass, and then every day you're constantly having to come up with content, new content.
Yeah.
Well, those are our words of wisdom, I
Yep.
guess you could
Yep.
say, our answers, our advice.
Use them as you will.
Yep.
Don't steal our jobs.
Oh,
and
yeah, actually, there could be people listening right now that are going to steal our jobs one
I know,
day.
and they'll be like, when they come in and you have to give them the keys, they'll be like, it's really weird because I didn't even think this was going to be for me till I listened to that documentary you made
Yeah,
for
right.
AUT.
Yeah.
And that really made me want your job. So here I am, and we're like, oh, fuck.